Hello, I'm Garrett Godfrey, and welcome to the Crowdfunding Christian Music Podcast, where I'm working to connect artists with fans and fans with artists so that you can find and fund the music you love. This is episode 51, recorded Thursday, May 19th, 2016. Think of me as both your tour guide and filter as we look at some current campaigns by Katie Kresge, Josh MacIntosh, Jameson McGregor, Mike Farris, and Daniel Amos. Plus, we'll take a quick look back at the last 50 episodes. I hope you enjoy the show and find something you can connect with and fund. Before we get into the campaigns, I just want to remind you that we've got the timestamps for all the different campaigns in the show notes, along with all the links to everything we cover. So, on to the campaigns. First up tonight is Katie Kresge out of Corsicana, Texas, with a Kickstarter campaign for a Hymns EP. Now, here's the thing. I had messaged her through Kickstarter because I didn't see any samples of her music on her campaign page. She messaged me back that they hadn't started recording yet, but somehow I had missed in her message that she added a link to a video of her singing to the updates section of the campaign page. So I was going back through Kickstarter messages a couple days ago and I caught my oversight, and wow, I am so glad I caught it. If you go to her campaign page and you still don't see that video link, but if you go to the little tab for updates, boom, there it is at the bottom. Check out this video. Now, I am so glad that I'd caught it. I want to play a bit of that clip for you, but first I want to tell you about her. She said she grew up as a pastor's kid, went to school to learn how to be a better worship leader, and then married a youth minister. While the clip we're going to listen to is a cover of an All Sons and Daughters song and not a hymn, it does give you an idea of what she sounds like. So let's listen to her doing Brokenness Aside live with Justin Robinette. Here you go, Katie Kresge.
'Cause I am a sinner. It's not one thing, it's another. Caught up in words, tangled in lies. But you are a savior, and you take brokenness aside and make it beautiful, beautiful.
Wow, that is some sweet music. So her campaign goal over on her Kickstarter campaign page is $5,000. She's only $60 short. In fact, I say that because I saw that an hour or two ago. Yep, still $60 short. So I think you guys can turn that around just from the folks watching this show. She's got 6 days to get there, too. This campaign closes May 26th. $10 gets you a hard copy of the Hymns EP, and then there are more reward options available, so be sure to check it out. Next up is Josh MacIntosh from Redding, California, with an Indiegogo campaign for a 5-song EP of full-on rock, but with a heart and soul of worship. Initially, it was going to be a solo record, and has turned out to become a full band project. Let's hear a bit of their first single, Revival Fire, from their website. Here you go.
With the sound of heaven touching earth, my heart is praying for a nation's reckoning. I want to see heaven earth. Hallelujah. My soul wants just some praises. Heaven's 10,000 days.
Now, his campaign goal is $5,000, and he's almost 25% there with 18 days still to go. This campaign closes June 6th. $10 gets you the early download of the EP. $25 gets you a signed CD plus that early download. And there are other perk levels available, so be sure to check it out. Next up is Jameson McGregor. Now, Jameson McGregor is a singer-songwriter out of Waco, Texas, with a Kickstarter campaign for a new album titled Wild One. Jameson is the worship and arts pastor for University Baptist Church in Waco, which is the one that David Crowder helped start with Chris C. way back in the day. Now let's hear some of his song Joy, and this is from his website. Here we go.
What joy could come from darkness and not destroy the place we made? Like if the candle we call brightest suddenly fell in the haze. The haze. Is this love or death? And what is the difference? There's a change coming to the scales.
His campaign goal is $6,500, and he's about 60% there with 17 days to go. This campaign closes June 6th. Now, $15 gets you the digital download of the album, $25 gets you the CD, and then there are more reward levels available, so be sure to check it out. Now, I've been teasing this next one for a few weeks now, and I've given you the homework assignment of watching a short documentary about him. This next artist is Mike Farris, with a Pledge Music campaign for a new album of R&B blues rock. Now, if you don't know who he is, I'm going to play a couple clips to show his roots gospel blues rock sound. So first is the opening clip from that 17-minute long documentary. Here you go.
Sometimes I get that lonely feeling, that same old way I swallow me. Yeah.
His voice is beyond his years, and the wisdom and emotion in it is instantly recognizable to human beings.
It was a huge revelation to me, because having played with Al Green and having played behind, great soul artists.
Okay, so now this next clip is going to be Ain't No Grave or Can't No Grave, Hold My Body Down. It's a live recording, and so here's this one. So definitely watch the documentary to hear more of his story. But his pledge campaign has 54 days left to get in on the pre-order through Pledge Music, which means you have until July 12th. $15 gets you the Access Pass, which is something that Pledge Music does, that gives you the digital download of the album, plus access to all these behind-the-scenes updates. $25 gets you a signed copy of the CD and that Access Pass, and then there are more offers available, so be sure to check it out. And in breaking news, while preparing for the recording tonight, something came across my Facebook feed and I just got all excited. One of my all-time favorite albums by one of my all-time favorite bands is finally getting the CD remastering that it deserves. That's right, Vox Humana, this one right here, by Daniel Amos, will be properly issued on CD. Now, when this came out in '84, with its electric drums and kind of a new wave sound, it rocked my world. I still treasure the record. I played the tape out, but when it was reissued on CD in '92, it was a disaster. The CD had no liner notes, no lyrics. The list of songs printed on the CD had a typo, and of course, I still got it, so I'd have it on CD, but now, finally, the proper treatment done by the band themselves. So, because I'm just so excited about this, I am going to play for you 3 clips from Vox Humana by Daniel Amos, so that you can be as excited about it as I am. Now, maybe that's because it was '84, and I was like, 84 would probably have been sophomore year of high school, maybe just after, yeah, let's take a listen to the song Travel Log from Vox Humana.
I never gave my ship through worlds unknown. A black robe man now greets me. These southern skies to hear my naked version. From me he takes direction. Lost in the moonlight, found in the moonlight, here in the moonlight of mine.
Okay, so that's Travel Log. The next track is William Blake. So now when I talked about Kevin Max and his album, the new album that's got the song William Blake, I actually referenced back to this because this is the album that got me turned on to the poet William Blake in the first place. In fact, when I first started listening to this, I did not know that William Blake was a real person. I just thought it was this story about this fictional character, and when I discovered it was a real person, he was actually pulling from the poetry for so much of the lyrics of this song. And I knew that Terry Taylor, if he likes William Blake, I think I should too. I ended up buying the complete works of William Blake and read that all through my junior year of high school. It was just some amazing stuff. So thank you, Terry Taylor, for introducing me to William Blake. Here's the song. And then just another great track from the album Sanctuary.
Should you come into the promised land, remember from where you came. If your greatest fears are realized, remember.
Wow. So the album comes out again in June, but they're doing a pre-order for it now. So for $20, you get 2 CDs, and here's what it has. So disc 1 is the entire Vox Humana album, carefully and respectfully remastered. Disc 2 includes 17 bonus tracks, including alternate versions of album tracks never before heard by the public, alternate mixes, and more, a 6-panel digipack, and a 24-page booklet that presents all of the original LP artwork, along with never-before-seen photos, Daniel Amos memorabilia, complete credits and lyrics, and the entire text of the Alarma Chronicles, which this was in a series, which had a whole storyline with it that was just really fantastic. So all I can say is, Terry Taylor, take my money now. So that is the big news break right now. And I wanted to take a few minutes to take a look back at the last 50 episodes. So I thought about, maybe I could just read off all the names of all the artists I'd covered, or even just the ones that were fully funded, but that'd be another 3 to 5 minutes of just reading names. So here are some numbers instead. Over the course of the last 50 episodes, I've evaluated roughly 750 campaigns and covered 272. So that's about 36% of the ones I looked at I thought were actually noteworthy and worth sharing. Of those I covered, 82% were crowdfunding, and another 18% were pre-order opportunities, and I like to cover both of those. And then for a breakdown on which platforms were represented, 62% were Kickstarter, 19% were Indiegogo, 6% were Pledge Music, 4% were Bandcamp, 1% were GoFundMe, and then 8% were other standalone pre-orders or other crowdfunding platforms. Of the campaigns that were truly crowdfunding, where do I go? There I am. Of those that were truly crowdfunding, 65% went on to be fully funded in the campaign window. And then as a snapshot for how the show is doing, the Facebook page currently has 102 likes. The show's Twitter account currently has 157 followers. The highest viewed episodes on the YouTube channel, for some reason, are episode 5 at 96 views and episode 35 at 87 views. As far as video and audio downloads go, the highest downloaded audio episodes were 32, 34, and 33 at 256, 221, and 212 downloads respectively. And for video, it's episodes 9, 6, and 8 at 104, 85, and 83 downloads each. In iTunes, you can find the video and audio versions. You can find it in a lot of other places too, but for iTunes reviews, the audio version has no rating and no review. You can be the first. The video has 2 different 5-star ratings and a couple nice reviews. Maybe you can add your honest opinion to the mix as well. And I've been tinkering with some different types of artwork over at a place called canva.com. And so I'll include the link for that in the show notes. You can check them out and let me know what you think of some of the designs I've been playing with. That's it for the retrospective, and that's it for this episode, but I'd like to ask you to do something. If this is your first time watching or listening, please subscribe. You can do that at iTunes, Stitcher, YouTube, wherever. You can go to the website, grab the RSS feed, paste that into whatever utility of your choice. And if you've been with me on this podcast for a while, thank you very much. If you back any of the campaigns, or if you just want to help them spread the word, be sure to tweet about it, post it on Facebook, mention it to your friends in real life. If you want to send me feedback, head over to the Facebook page, like it, and message me. Follow @TheOtherCCM on Twitter, shoot me a tweet, or you can email me, feedback@crowdfundingchristianmusic.com. If you like the theme song at the beginning of the show, it's Hypostatic Union by the X Structure out of South Africa. All their music right now is Name Your Price over at Bandcamp, so be sure to check them out. And keep coming back. There will be lots of campaigns to cover all the time. I'm Garrett Godfrey. I will see you again soon. Bye.